Hello, I am Agathis and I am online and I am trying Sunless Skies. This, I think, is our 5th episode. Yes, this is our 5th episode of Sunless Skies. We try it out. It's still in early access. So there will be a number of features missing as they are continuously developed by Failbetter Games. But we have returned to New Winchester, and the only real thing we wanted to do next was to read the latest news in the New Gazette. Let's see what it says. The Assembly runs New Winchester from Victory Hall and seeks to strengthen its hand in the Reach. London's proxy, the Windward Company, however, maintain a considerable presence in the Reach. Although New Winchester is still neutral ground, tensions are mounting within and without the port. Tensions mount in the Gulf of Glome as the stalled Takati Scout refuses any attempt at rescue by patrolling Windward Company engines. The company has called in aid from a Takati contingent on manoeuvres near Traitor's Wood, which the Windward commander is unwilling to let approach. Bloodshed is expected imminently. And that is the news, apparently. Okay. Are there any other quests up for grab? I don't think so. Nothing at Victory Hall, nothing at Company House, nothing particular at the market, at the Provisioners, at the Emporium, at the Bazaar, at the Labour Exchange, at the Engineering Place. We can't afford anything. In the bank. No. Okay. Then, I think we all know. Onwards! Hold on, where are we going? Where are we going? First, before we go, where are we going? I think we'll go east. Let's see if we can find another city or something. We're barely hanging on with fuel and supplies, to be honest. We started all of this with 5 and 5. And we haven't exactly made much more money. Please tell me that I can go through all this. It looked like you could have crashed into it, or... Ah, it would have been so cool if you could have just sort of cruised through it and then pushed aside as you went through. Right. Let's send out the scouts. Nothing. Nada. April the 17th. Be nice. In Sunless Sea, they had the date on here. I would like to know what date it was while this was going. Okay, let's try scouting again. Come on. Nope. Still nothing. Nah, this is not fun. We're about to cross some sort of line, maybe that will make a difference. Ooh, we got trees. trees are interesting. Ooh, a sea monster thing. Ah! Nope, 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 nope. Okay. I don't have a firing arc, so I don't even know if it's gonna work. Okay, here we go. Loot the thing. Gain supplies. We need supplies. Gain 1 supplies. Your burliest stoker volunteers to operate the drill. She floats out into the calcifying carcass and sets to work. We've seen this before. Onwards! So I saw some trees. Where are the trees? Trees. Yes. Is that just scenery? Or is it a real thing? Look, glitch. Is this solid or is it... Nope, not solid. It's just a floating bit of debris. Nice little piece of artwork there, but I might never see it again. Oh, hold on. This looks like something. Is this solid? No, not solid. Let's send out the bat. It looks... I don't know what that looks like. Ice? The bat still hasn't found anything of interest. The sky is quiet here, an ill-omened place, a crewman mutters. Little bits of meteorites. Ooh, hold on, this is something. Come on, sea bass. I think this is solid, isn't it? Right, it's found nothing of interest, and there's something of interest right there. Come on. High brass. Come on. There we go. High brass. A fledgling colony trying to dig its fingernails deep into the spongy, fungal fabric of the reach to cling on when hard times come. It is a sad truth that many more settlements are founded than flourish. Hybras. Nestled amidst sprawling, sporing gardens of fungus, Hybras is a colony of octogenarians. All people. Rotting buildings slough gently into decay. Maintenance is poor, the population aged. An insect infected by deep spines of fungus flies past drowsily. Growth asks no license, reads a barely legible sign staked into a collapsed pile of fungal eggs. A venerable welcoming party has gathered. Oh, okay. Gather a port report. Search for Madame Lumiere, the filmmaker. Collect a sample of Hybras pus. All things I want to do. Let's listen to the venerable welcoming party. The wizened mayor approaches. Good day, sir. His back is bent, but his pace is steady. The mayor has a firm handshake. Welcome, welcome to our tiny little hideaway in the skies. Watch your step, that one's about to fruit. True enough, the little white sack at your feet suddenly breaks apart as snaking thick red tendrils of fungus explode outwards. The mayoral assistant, a severe woman of slightly less advanced years, guides the mayor to a nearby bench. You're welcome here as long as you like, as long as you need. From whatever you leave behind here, you are safe. You're welcomed in Hybras. Something is changing in Hybras. Let's see. Explore the settlement. Take tea at the Brendan. Wander the wild hills. Let's explore the settlement. A game of bowls has been organised on the flattest bit of marsh anyone could locate. You are invited to participate by the mayoral assistant, who proves herself a mean backhand drawer. When all is over and everyone has retired for squeezed fungal juices at the Brendan, the wizened mayor takes you aside. This is what it's all about. Second youth. First in most cases. He grins conspiratorially. Yes, playing bowls is the height of anyone's mid-20s, I'm sure. Take tea at the Brendan. This will cost us some money. Oh, we need 5. The only lodging house in Hybras and the only building with more than 1 story. The smell of stewed tea permeates the dilapidated boards. Okay. The proprietor, Fair Nance, keeps a clean and ordered house. She bakes her tea cakes to perfection, iced to resemble a bleeding tooth fungus that has colonised the south wall of the Brendan. It's been here longer than us, she laughs as she pours another round of tea, and it's vital as anything. No sense throwing out which is still in its prime. The tea is sour, the milk has gone off. You've lost 5 sovereigns. Presumably that would normally be a way to reduce terror, if I had any. That's normally what happened in Sunless Sea. Wander the wilds of Hybras. Swamp and marsh, fungus and frond. Nowhere in the Reach has been so thoroughly colonised. It would be a shame not to see the sights. You enter the fungal forests of Hybras. Clouds of spores drift through the ropey tendrils of freestanding fungus. Giant ants pierced with spires of mushroom crawl to the tops of trees to better spread their spores. You wander amidst the webs and arches of mushrooms for some hours until you stumble across a shallow graveyard. Each headstone bears a number of 7 digits or more. Barely covered in the shallow earth are sets of manacles. Huh. There you go. Gather a port report. Not much seems to happen in this sleepy, mushroomy place, but perhaps someone will be interested. Life moves slowly here. There are arguments over the rules of bowls and the correct length of time in which to steep tea. The station master keeps his distance and seems to avoid the villagers. Standing under the mushrooms, one perceives a unique quality of light as starlight filters through the underside of the caps. So now it's a station master again, not a port. Right. Make a delicate inquiry to the wizened mare. Everyone here is very old indeed. Why is that? The wizened mare chuckles heartily when you wonder if perhaps there is a lower age limit on settling in Hybras. Oh no, we'd welcome youth, but we don't get many settlers coming out this way. We're happily secluded, far from prying eyes. Here! He smiles as across the marsh his mayoral assistant trounces another unfortunate at bowls. We're rather enjoying a second youth here. Our best years were spent by others. The wizened mare glances towards the town hall, where preparations are being made for a marvellous show. We have plans to hopefully change that, though. The colonists are enjoying a second youth on Hybras. Now, to our quests. Search for Madame Lumiere. The filmmaker should be difficult to miss in this hushed, secluded place. Loud curses lead you towards an elderly woman fiddling with an antiquated camera. Its lens is trained on a pile of rotting purple fungus that resembled crocuses. She sighs and shuts the frame. That'll do. She offers a trembling hand. Lumiere, once a renowned explorer and filmmaker, now, as you see. A cough rattles through her. You from New Winchester? I'll leave with you. I can pay my way. I'm done here. My lungs won't tolerate much more of this. I have a premiere to plan. I am escorting Madame Lumiere back to New Winchester. Very good. And collect a sample of high brass pus. It oozes out of the fungal body just as it would an infected sore on your arm. Ugh. The difficulty in collecting samples isn't in having to climb to some remote peak or fighting off all the creatures who are all teeth and claws, it's in abiding the smell. Okay, we now have our field sample of high brass pus. Onwards! And I think that's high brass done. We've done all of that. Okay, nice. The only thing left here is to visit the Station Master's Fair, which I presume is the shop. Yes. Fuel and supplies for the same price. But no, we can't buy ironwood here? Isn't that one of the places we were supposed to buy ironwood? Journal. Bronzewood. Yeah, okay. This is fungus. This is not bronzewood. Right. I see. Then we are done. Where to now? So New Winchester's there. Inside that circle was one settlement. Any other dotted line circles? Not really. It could be anywhere, to be honest. Alright, let's buy one more fuel and one more supplies. Does that work? Yep. And let's head south actually. Let's see if we can find one more city or port or something before we go back to New Winchester. Try and make this trip worth our while. Let's head due south. Yes, this is definitely a very green sphere. One. So there was one at kind of 1 o'clock, there's one about 3 o'clock. Maybe there'll be another one somewhere else. Hard to tell really. Ooh, that's not good. Looks like the train got stuck there somehow. It stopped moving on the map. Yeah, see, it stopped. But I can still hear the train. I hope it wasn't burning fuel all that time. Alright. Let's send out the scouts. Anything? Nope. We haven't gone far enough yet. Come on. Pa, 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 da, da. Pa, pa, pa. Try again. Nada. There's some rocks here, though. Let's take a look at the rocks. Let's have a quick shooty around here. This probably is just rocks, of course, but you never know. There could be some hidden secret in here. No, it's just rocks. Just rocks. Ow! Another couple of hits like this and we're gonna die. What's our health? 8 out of 30, okay. We definitely need to repair when we get back to New Winchester, if we can afford it. Can't afford anything in this game. There is a note attached to the game which says, by the way, it's a lot harder to make money in this version of the game because it's in early access. I think it should be the other way around. I think if you want people to test things, to play the game, you want to give them loads of money, so they can buy loads of fuel and buy the new ships and trade and do things. Because if I run out of fuel and supplies, that's it. I just have to quit the game. I have to just commit suicide, because if you don't have any money and you run out of fuel and supplies, your game is over. There's nothing you can do, and that's not very much fun. So, at least for early access testing, you should give people loads of money, in my opinion. Maybe I just like having money. Come on, Scout, find us something. The bat returns and sulks. You bribe it with beetles until it admits spotting something of interest. I hope this is not another red herring, because the last one you found me was garbage. It's dark and peaceful here. The stars are few. Yeah, maybe he came up with the goods this time. Alright. Carilla. Now, I just noticed before we go any further that I've gained experience. So we can choose a facet and grow stronger. What is this? Scarred. You came close that day to death. It left its mark. You get plus iron and plus mirrors, or plus iron and plus hearts. Okay. There is a bullet scar beside your heart. You have learned since to be more judicious in your choice of friends. Increase your mirrors. Or an engine accident. A breached pipe, a jet of scalding steam. You spent a week on the brink, trapped in boiling dreams. The scars are still livid on your skin. Increase your hearts. Can I cancel that? Yes, I can. So, what about a mentor? That doesn't have any options. Aha! For a time, you enjoyed the favour and protection of a mentor, someone who saw your potential and decided to nurture it. Who took you under their wing? A blind bruiser. His attempts to distance himself from his larcenous past were of mixed success. His guests were scarred and rough-spoken, and told bloody tales of smuggling and thief oaths, and nameless murders. Interesting. Oh, and you get extra association with thieves, outcasts, and pirates. Cool. So +5 +3. +5 +3, yes. I'm not going to read all of these just right now. +5 +3. You get +5 +3 either way. Oh, but this one, you get association. Huh. Your masterpiece. You would not let your education go to waste. You poured years of sleepless nights, setbacks and research into one great work. They called you brilliant, eccentric and obsessive. They said it was a waste of time. They said it was impossible. You proved them wrong. What were the fruits of your labour? A marvel of engineering. A revolutionary chemical bonding method. Its possibilities are thrilling, but have yet to be realised by lesser minds. You'll have to do it yourself. So you get +5 +3 and affiliation with academe, or a scathing critique of the new astronomy, and concealed within its 3 comprehensive and erudite volumes, which are approvingly stamped by the Ministry of Public Decency, is an encrypted but spirited call to revolution. We get a moment of inspiration, association with villainy, and association with academe. Well, I think I'll choose that one since it's getting me more stuff. Whatever they are, I want to have them, so I'll take that. Cool. I can get another one. None of them get me any more affiliations, so maybe I'll wait and see what else comes up. Maybe more come along. Maybe I'll save that one and see what happens. Anyway, we are in Corillon. A more drab and austere place if I ever saw one. I think we can explore this in the next episode. So, we've had 5 episodes of trying Sunless Skies. Please let me know in the comments what you've thought so far. Leave a like if you liked the video, please. And consider subscribing if you haven't already. We will continue this in a future episode. So, I'm Agathis, I'm going offline, and I'll see you next time.